What's going on, guys? Jagira here, and with season 3 coming right around the corner, here is my top 5 things I'd like to see come in season 3. Now, this isn't going to be about what character I want to see buffed or nerfed due to the whole change coming to the defensive meta. I feel any speculation on that would go right out of the window. So instead, here's a list mainly about little things I'd like to see added. Now, number 1 on my list, I want to see reputation level increased. This is because once you hit level 30, well, reputation 30 with your character, you've unlocked everything there is for that character. You have 1, maybe 2 different gear sets, and you're just sitting there accumulating salvage. It is therefore pretty stale. Sure, you may enjoy playing games, but if you're not earning anything apart from salvage, it doesn't really feel as rewarding. You're not really working towards a goal. So having that reputation increased and being able to unlock new symbols, designs, maybe even armor colours would be pretty awesome. It is going to increase at some point. The developers have said this will happen, but they have not given us a date. So I really hope this is going to be at the start of Season 3. Number 2, we have rare weapon skins which look really nice. They are characterised by that little star you see next to their name. But what about rare armor skins? Currently, the skins you have, and I'm not bashing them, you know, they've put a nice amount of work into them, but you have the so-called standard version, and then the version with spikes. I don't really want to take away the job from the guy who puts spikes in armor. The edgy kids everywhere appreciate your work, but just how much cooler would it be if, you know, you just have a rare, a rare armor skin, a rare armor theme. For example, I would love a dragon-themed armor set from my Lawbringer. Like the helmet is a dragon's head, and the fingers on the gauntlets come down to form claws. I feel that would be amazing, you know, and it would really make you feel different from the current cosmetic situation, which is spikes or no spikes. Number 3, and this kinda rolls off the second one about cosmetics and all, but I'd love it if you could mix and match the colour of your armour. For example, with knights, and this is the example I will be using, you can change your armour between iron, bronze, copper, silver, black iron and finally gold. Well, these are nice colours, but personally, I think it'd be amazing if you could mix and match these colours as well. You know, when you select a colour, right, it is by default applied to your entire character. Well, there's a selection area. You can go in there and select where you want the colour to be on your hero specifically. Just think the combinations you could come up with if you could mix and match these colours. I previously stated in my first point that if they increase the reputation level, they could add in new colours. One colour for the armour I would love to see would be white. So I've got a dragon themed Lawbringer, and I can put gold and white on him, and the cloth parts I could have red. I would love that. You know, to me that would be absolutely amazing. But you know, you could have mix and match between silver and gold, gold and black. I like a lot of gold. But yeah, I just think these things would be great because they'd make your characters ever more unique and ever more different. Executions. Now, I love executions. I love the way they look. I love the way they feel. You do feel amazing when you pull off a real good execution. Yet, I have one gripe about them. And that is that some of them take so damn long. Okay? A perfect example would be the Centurion's thumbs up, thumbs down, take your arm off execution. As you can clearly tell, I forgot the name. Now, during this time, in a 2v2 or 4v4, you can be interrupted from that execution. So your opponent has not been executed. They can therefore be revived. This is going to become a real annoying pain in the arse. Now, I feel, personally, once an execution starts, you're executed. That's it. If you get interrupted, you're safe in the knowledge knowing that that person will not be revived because they are executed. Let the animation play out, you know, don't change that. But at the start, when you press that button, your opponent should be executed, because it can feel really annoying. There's some real beautiful executions out there, yet you can't really use them in 4v4s, for example, because people will attack you while you're executing. when I go onto my Centurion to do a 4v4, for example, I have to switch out the executions just so I can have the ones which are quicker, just to make sure I can confirm that kill. And therefore with this change, once they're executed, it doesn't matter if they interrupt the animation, does it? And finally, number 5. Now I'm going to cheat here, because these are two things, but just hear me out, because they kind of work with each other. I would love it, okay, if we can have more customizationable slots available for our characters. Because currently you can have up to 3 different looks and skill sets for your hero. Now, me, I'm a person who likes to create many different kinds of themes for my heroes. We'll look at the Lawbringer. Currently, I have Sunbro, Deathbringer, and then Golden Lawbro. Okay? These are the 3 themes I've created for my Lawbringer. And I love them. Okay? They are... I mean, they took work to make, and it's... I'm not even too sure really how to put it into words, but what I'm trying to get at is that eventually they're going to be bringing out new content. I'm going to want to try it. So I'm going to have to go and change up one of these that I've already made. And I don't want to, because they've got to the state that I like already. So, what I'd like, new customizable slots. I will therefore be able to create more unique themes. Okay? Now the second point ties into the first point. Get rid of the 60 cap on inventory. Okay? I don't see why there's a cap that you can only have 60 items in your inventory. Get rid of it. Just full on get rid of it. But the cap shouldn't be there. If we're going to have more customizationable slots, you're going to want to have more gear to choose from to make your character look better. Anyway guys, that about wraps it up for my 5 things I'd like to see brought into Season 3 of For Honor, which is not that far away. So guys, please let me know your views in the comments down below, okay? Anything you'd like to see brought into Season 3, anything I said and you disagree, let me know. Anyway guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, I'd very much appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel and you love the content, how about hitting that subscribe button and become absolutely awesome. I've been Jagira, you've all been amazing for watching, and I'll see you guys next one. Take care and bye bye.